Hello, 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 everybody. Countdown is here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're doing another live stream about fabrics. Definitely my favorite topic to talk about. Oh my gosh, I am seeing some familiar faces. Hello, Scott. Dave, so excited cosplay. Thanks so much for joining me. I see friends. Hi, Lenore. Um, yeah, thanks so much, guys, for being here. So yeah, we have done this live stream a few times in the past, and I'm Melting Mirror. Hi, nice to see you. So yeah, like welcome to another Yaya Han Cosplay Fabrics live stream. Um, we're gonna be getting to know the fall 2024 collection. I'm so excited about this collection. It's been a little while, but I hope that you will feel like the wait has been worth it because we've been working so hard behind the scenes. Desi, hi. Jonathan, nice to see you. So yeah, okay. All right. So if you haven't joined one of these live streams before, Cosplay Fabrics and we make a collection called the Yaya Han Cosplay Fabrics, or it's actually called the Cosplay by Yaya Han Fabric Collection that is available at Joann Fabrics. And it's a seasonal collection that you know, we're very lucky to have been able to bring to Joann since 2016. So it has truly been almost 10 years that we've had fabrics in the store that are specifically catered to cosplayers. And it's super crazy and exciting to me that, you know, that after all these years, they still are like letting us do the crazy stuff. Cause I don't know if you've noticed, but our fabrics are always the wild ones. And oh my God, good morning from Kyoto. Thank you so much for being here. So the fall 2024 collection has been in the works for a really long time. There are a lot of really unique, very special fabrics in here that really like were designed up and put together from scratch, and that we manufactured, you know, like specifically found the right facilities using high-end materials to manufacture these. So we're very proud of them. So how this is going to work is I'm going to go through and introduce you to the different fabrics. They will be arriving. They'll have like a gradual rollout at Joann stores over the next few weeks. So definitely check back, and you know, just know because they're seasonal, they're not on permanent rotation. So, you know, you have probably know this, but if you like something, buy it because even we don't know when it would come back, because, you know, it's up to the Joann team each season to decide what they want to put in the stores. And so we try to work really hard to always have something new and exciting for you. But that also means that if you see something really cool, just get it, you know. And that's also why I do this live stream, because I want to help you plan ahead. This is like a way for you to think about what you want to make. Hi, Ria. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh. It's like, I want to like just look at the comments, but I also want to show you the fabric. All right. So you can ask questions on the comments in the chat. That's right. Yeah, in the chat, ask questions. I will try to get to them. The Cosplay Fabrics team is also supporting me. But backstage, there's 5 of them actually, just all here. And so it's like, we're going to have a good time together. And yeah, we're going to start with the first fabric. And you probably know what it is. I may have given some of you a preview of this fabric at Dragon Con because I got the sample yardage and was so excited to make a free run costume with it. So I actually made a little video to show you how I made it. And it was actually like such a last minute idea because I had to wait for the, fabric, enough fabric to come in. But it was much easier to make the same costume a second time because I literally just used my first free run costume as a pattern and just made it a second time. And as you can see, this Art Deco print, I just thought it would go so well for a free run costume because it's all circles. Free run's costume is full of like circle skirt, circle cape, and then like her spells are all, it's like circular. So I just really thought like it fits the theme really well. Yeah, and it's so beautifully. This is like this high quality jacquard brocade that really has a lot of body to it. So I never even had to, I didn't even have to line it because I made it so fast and I was only going to wear it at DragonCon for fun. So I was like, I'm not going to, line it because it's like faster to go. But it really had enough body. So like this is the back side. I love the size of the pattern. And so yeah, I'd love to see you guys make some cool robes and dresses and skirts and purses, whatever with it, I just think it's such a beautiful, very Art Deco, pattern that specifically at DragonCon would be super fun to wear. Yeah, the backside looks really nice too, the red. So, oh my God, Jose says, I'm your fan from Mexico. I would love to come back to Mexico. Yay. Jonathan, I'm cosplay Freeran from the anime Freeran. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. So I hope that, it's like, you knew that was coming. And so yeah, definitely one of my favorite fabrics that I have already hoarded a lot of yardage of because I want to make more stuff with it. So excited. When I saw this variation of free, I screamed, oh, thank you so much. It was like 3 days of just like, I got to get this done before DragonCon because that is, the one. And yes, they will come to Joanne's website. Yes, so you will be able to get it. Renji, thanks so much for joining us. Okay, we're going to continue on with the next fabric. So I've sort of grouped them a little bit. We have a few more brocades to go. So let me show you this one. So this is the red and gold rose metallic brocade. And I wanted to do a rose brocade ever since I did, ever since I really got into Spy Family and cosplayed Thorn Princess Yor. So we developed this rose brocade that is very romantic, it's very lush, but it's also like I love that the pattern still looks really modern. Like it doesn't look outdated at all. The color, sort of like the black with the gold and the red, I just think it's very chic and fashion forward, but also like has this classic rose motif. So like if we had had this fabric when I was making my Thorn Princess, I think that was like 3 years ago, that's what I would have used. But that was literally not in development back then. But I just think it's gorgeous. It is really like the nice same brocade as the carpet Art Deco print. So it's like has really nice body and doesn't even really fray. Just take a look at it's just fantastic. Very Queen of Hearts, yes. However, we kind of like went with a theme this time, and we also made it in black and silver, which I think also looks really fantastic. And again, it's just like having the color, the colors being monochrome. I think that once again gives you a lot more, has like a different vibe, and it just would be beautiful for, either a fashion outfit or a regal costume. So yeah, so these two are really special, and I'm really glad that they went for it. So yeah, those are coming. Okay, and going on, we have the next fabric, which I have been campaigning for for years. And we finally have a spider lily design. Finally, look, it's the spider lily brocade. So this truly was just from my love of anime and, you know, video games that truly like I'm just like, there just aren't any cool fabrics with spider lilies on them. There's like every other flower in the world, but I love spider lilies. I love Demon Slayer and Tokyo Ghoul and, you know, all the other, you know, melancholy. Even like, I really like Heaven Official's Blessing, which Hua Chung, he is like all spider lilies. So this brocade is on a like satin backing. It's very sleek. It is sort of a medium weight brocade, and the pattern is sort of repeating. So it could work as like an overall pattern, or you know, when you get closer, you notice like, oh, it's actually spider lilies. So I think this is very, very beautiful. So yeah, and look how nice it drapes. And then the back is red and gold. So, all right, cool. Did I use this fabric on my Daki costume? No, these are new. These are new fabrics that I haven't had access to until now. So I now want to make stuff with them. So yes, having fun. These are nice, right? I've been really excited about this collection. We have many more to go. I can see a kimono made with the spider lilies. Yes, absolutely. Do it. All right. Leaping Lizard says that I literally had to get a spider lily fabric custom printed in the past. I know how you feel. Yeah. So I'm hoping, like, we actually developed multiple spider lily fabrics, and Joanne, they bought this one. So if it sells really well, maybe we can sell them like a couple other designs, because I would love to, like, we have some other ones that would be really nice too. So yes. Anyway, we're gonna go on to the next fabric. This is a really fun and different fabric. So this is the embellished purple embossed velvet. And on my screen, it's not very vibrant and it looks kind of grayish, but it is actually a really nice lavender purple. And it's an embossed velvet. It is a stretch velvet, and it has these little crystals set into the fabric. They're heat set, they're permanently attached. They are actually really comfortable. They don't like rub against you weirdly or anything. It drapes really nicely. And yeah, I just think it would be really cool to make something with it. So it's like Joanne has like their own section for velvet, but we do like extra fabrics. So this one was extra enough for them to pick up. So yeah, I just think it's really pretty. And because it's a stretch velvet, it drapes really nicely. You don't even need to hem it, you know, like it doesn't fray the edges. So if you made a robe with it, a cape with it, you know, flowing sleeves with it, you don't have to hem it. You just cut it and it's done. So yeah, very, very, I think it's like, yeah, versatile. Exactly. All right. Purple is also my favorite color. Absolutely. Okay, this next one, I mean, it's like all of them are really cool. Like I said, it's been a while, so we've had a lot of cool stuff cooking. The next fabric that is coming to Joanne is the stretch coated lace. So this is a pleather. It is a stretch pleather, and it has a lace pattern on it. So I have always wanted a cool, like, high-end type of lace, like, fabric. I think I once upon a time found like some leggings that were really like bad quality, that were sort of like imitation lace. And I was like, I want to do like a really nice fabric for it. So this one stretches fully. It just looks so nice. I think the lace is subtle, which makes it, I think, way more, you know, like appealing. Like we didn't want it to be a super obvious. And then the entire fabric, it has this fake like mesh pattern, but it is literally on a stretch pleather. So yes, it's a lace pleather. Yeah. So I'm just like lots of possibilities, right? So yeah, I feel like this first group is very romantic, and now we're gonna go on to the next group of fabrics. What do you guys think so far? Definitely put your ideas in the comments. I love to see and hear what you would make with the fabrics that I'm showing you. That's what makes me the most happy, is to sort of like look at like what I maybe envision people making, and then what you guys actually want to make. I love all of that. So I'll be going through all your comments later and just gushing over them. Hi, Lauren Peacock. Thanks for being here. Marissa, thank you. This would be awesome for Bayonetta. There you go. Lace pleather for Bayonetta. That was in my brain at some point. So get on it. Make that bodysuit. Yes. And definitely leggings. Yes, Crane Ryan. Thank you for being here. Sophia, yes. Make a mini skirt with the lace pleather. Yes, do it. All right, so we are going to go on in sort of a similar direction. Let's see. Let me get the fabrics ready for you. So the next one that I'm going to show you, this is sticking to itself because I pressed it in a box for too long. So this is the red liquid knit. And again, it is really hard to see. Can you see the shine on it? Can you see just a crazy shine? So this is a pleather, but it's on a knit. And so the backing is sort of this very velvety, super comfortable backing that is buttery smooth, and it is stretchy. And just the shine, just the way this fabric has been treated, like here is actually the back, if you want to, I don't know if you can see, but it's super soft. Yes, it is very, oops, I did it again. It is very just like if I ever needed to have made a superhero, like I would have made Scarlet Witch with this, guaranteed. I made Scarlet Witch like back in 2010. But just the way it shines, the way that the fabric moves, it looks almost like CG, right? Kind of crazy. And we also made it in black. So we also have this is called the liquid knit in black, which I absolutely needed to make sure we had the black colorway in there because it just is so important for cosplay, right? So again, if I had had this fabric when I did Black Cat, when I did Catwoman, like literally fabrics that I used to have to sort, like costumes where I had to like figure out with latex, I would have just used this instead because it's so much easier to handle than latex, but it really gives you that shine. Like it looks crazy, doesn't it? Like just on my little camera, I'm just like, so I can't wait to see this being used in cosplay and professional photos. So definitely, yeah. So yeah, you definitely don't have to line it because the backing is so soft. And we have made fabrics with this backing before. So my free run leggings are made with the same type of fabric. And it's super, comfortable, like truly some of the most comfortable leggings I have. So I really can't wait to do something with this. Like this maybe makes me want to make another superhero costume, or like, I don't know, Kusanagi or something. I don't know. I'm going to do something with this. So yeah, I can see Anne from Persona with that red liquid knit. Yes, that would be a really good costume to do with it. And it's really stretchy too. So it's like, it's not the type of pleather that, you know, you can hardly move in, you know, it's like, those are good, definitely in your stores, you know, feel them and such. Yeah, it's literally called like liquid. It is very liquid. Okie dokie. How do you get the creases out? Steam? Yes. Yes, steaming is definitely the way to go. And with those types of stretchy fabrics, I recommend project that, you know, you would actually like stretch them. Like it should be a project where it is stretched, because that's when, you know, the fabric really shines. So Yuri Katsuki, you're gonna make Yuri Katsuki again with the black. Yeah, do it, man. Like I'm so excited for, like, these are new innovations in textiles that like we always are trying, like the team at Cosplay Fabrics and I, we're always looking at what are the new ways that you can make textiles now? How can you combine materials and, you know, processes? And so I just want fabrics that are durable, that, you know, are like stretchy and then look freaking cool as hell. So yeah. And yeah, yes, I love the idea of using it as an undersuit for a Transformers costume. So all right, so we're gonna go on to the next fabric. So this is called the black chain print knit, even though it is like, it's actually more silver gunmetal, and it's a very geometric print. So it is a chain technically, like, but it is a stylized geometric print that is very futuristic, that would work for so many video game costumes. Again, it's wonderfully stretchy. It is on that same like really comfortable knit. And yeah, I just think it would be so pretty to make something with. So so yeah, like we always like try to bring in some futuristic fabrics and then some fantasy fabrics, so that, you know, uh we can kind of have both options. So, but yeah, I think it's a really nice color. It's like not too bright and not too dark. It's just sort of like a really nice, and then as you can see, it looks really cool, you know, up close, and sort of the overall shine effect is really nice. Yes, science fiction. Yeah, that's what we're kind of thinking, sort of futuristic, or like League of Legends or something, where it's like sort of crossing genres, you know, where it could be futuristic but also fantasy. And kaiju, yes. You actually just gave me an idea, because I want to cosplay from kaiju number 8. So I'm gonna look at that fabric and see if it might work. Thank you. That's actually one of my next costumes, is I want to make the suits from kaiju number 8. So yes, I'm gonna look at that. In the same vein, the next fabric, again, it is on the same type of knit backing that is super comfortable. But this one is called the Black Iridescent Scales. I had to leave them like folded up because I don't have enough room on my table. So now I'm like unfolding them. But okay, this one is super duper cool. So it is a scale pattern, but it is a very small pattern, and it really has like this wild iridescence to it. And I feel like because the pattern is so small, it can be read as, you know, more than just scales, right? So it could be, yeah, like it could be read as, you know, pebbles or whatever. It has like a geometric aspect to it, I think. So again, it's like we didn't want to do like a snake print or, you know, crocodile print. So instead, it's really like what makes this fabric shine is the texture and like the versatility of the pattern. So again, it is with the backing that's super duper comfortable. It is stretchy. So yeah. Monster Hunter, Dorsey, nice to see you. So yeah, like cyberpunk, Monster Hunter, there you go. You can do futuristic, you can do fantasy, you can do kind of like a mix of both. Dragonfly wings. Yeah, right? I love all you guys' creativity. Yeah. So I think it's so pretty. Very neat. Yeah. All right. Making a little pile. This next fabric is sort of similar in that vein, but it is called the Mermaid Foil Stretch Knit. And it is like a true oil slick. Like this is true oil slick here. And look at the colors on it. Sort of like I feel like we finally sort of managed to get actual oil slick in fabric form. It has a very small pattern on it that is a repeating pattern that sort of looks like chains. I have no idea if you can see this. Can you see this at all? So I think it definitely could work for a multitude of projects, and just really just like you can let it drape, or you can use it in a project where you make leggings with it or bodysuit with it, and really just like, you know, let the stretch nature take over. This one is very thin compared to the other ones, which I think it all has its place, right? Some fabrics should be thin, some should be thicker, depending on what you use it for. So I definitely think anything drapey is what I would do with this. So yeah, and indeed, these two fabrics can be used together. You know, so it's like we try to bring collections where you can really do actually do something with multiple fabrics. And the next one that I'm going to show also kind of goes with this, how do you say, this theme. So this next fabric, and I'll show what it looks like when it's laid over, but this next one is the, let's see, I'm on to my second page. This is the mermaid netting. So we have done a netting before. Here, I'm just gonna wear it. We've done a netting before. Look at that. Nice, right? So we've done a netting before that was black with either like a green or a gold finish. And those did really well. Joanne really liked them. But I think they wanted to go for an actual green, like an actual green netting this time. So sort of like to continue, like mermaids are just, they love mermaids. We all love mermaids. But what I think makes this fabric is really special is sort of the finishing on it. So that is really, really sparkly and very, very like shiny. And in fact, it doesn't really show up on video. So if you go to here, maybe here, kind of, you can kind of see like how shiny it becomes. So definitely in stores, when you see it, check it out in person. It really has a really neat quality with it. And you can totally overlay it. So you can take one of the fabrics, like the oil slick, and then lay the mermaid knit over it, and, you know, sort of get like a really cool effect. So now it's like dark mermaid. Right? Like immediately dark mermaid. So yeah, I think that would just be it. Like, look at that. Look how nice that looks. Look at that. I really like that. Like, do I need to make something mermaidy now? So yeah, like good netting, I think is always good. So there's one more fabric that sort of is in this group, and I think is really special. And I've been wanting to develop more in this direction. So let me show you. It has a simple name. This is just called the Reversible Jacquard. Why? because it truly looks completely different depending on which side. Like, this is two different fabrics. They look nothing alike depending on which side you use, but they both are spectacular. I think, again, it's like we were very careful with the patterning, where it is a repeating pattern. It doesn't look too much like a snake or anything. It's just like generic fantasy scales, you know, some kind of a monster scale. And I think the fabric itself, it's woven with thread that are kind of color changing. So when you look at this fabric and go see it in person, you're going to see it really goes from emerald green to this turquoisey blue. You see that? Like, doesn't it look magical? It looks like, literally, like, it looks like a dragon. Like, this is how a dragon, like, if you made a, you know, humanized version of a dragon, like, and you made like a beautiful robe, like, this is it, right? A geek couture version of Rex from Toy Story. Please do this. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, I need you guys to do stuff like this. Like, and you can use both sides for, you know, it's a like nice medium weight, similar weight to the carpet brocade. So this one, like, really, like, you can sculpt with it. You like whatever you make with it, very regal. It is a, yeah, what is the base fabric of this? It is a jacquard, right? Cosplay fabrics, they can look up the sort of like the fabric data that I can't keep in my head, but yes, like, we can find out more information. Yeah, it's a woven jacquard. That's what I thought. So it is but it's like a nice heavyweight woven jacquard. So, but I'm sorry, one more time, come on. Like, ugh. So yes, I need to do something with this. It's so weird. It's like, I've seen these, but I saw them in like smaller sample sizes before, like this big. And then when the sample yardage came in, I kept them, you know, folded, because I didn't want to make a huge mess before the live. So this is like the first time I'm seeing the effect of the fabrics as they're unfolded and such. So yeah. So I'm also getting really, really excited. All right, so we're not done. We still have a few left. I need to be able to get to them. I have too much on my table. So yeah, I think it looks great on camera. Hi, Allison. So yeah, we started with brocades. We're gonna go back to brocades. Like, calm down a little bit after that reversible jacquard. Like I said, it's called the reversible jacquard, but it is so much more. So our next fabric is something I've also been pushing for a long time. Let me introduce you to the black gold lightweight brocade. So this is an Art Nouveau pattern. I've been trying to get Art Nouveau in Joann's for years, and they've done like one or two. And so anytime I can get them to choose an Art Nouveau pattern, I feel like I'm winning. Black and gold, I think it's a no-brainer. It's fantastic. The pattern is spectacular. Interwoven, you know, I mean, it's like, again, so much versatility. You can do so much with it. Art Nouveau is really like it's like in every like movie, TV show, video game, I see influences. And I think, like, here is the backside of it. So there's a lot you can do with it, I think. So we call it the lightweight brocade. It is lighter weight. It is definitely more drapier, but you can still make a corset with it or jacket with it as long as it has the right structure with lining and such. So, but for these types of fabrics, you can just like go nuts with draping them, right? You can make gowns and robes and whatever. But I just love Art Nouveau patterns because they're so versatile. They're just aesthetically really pleasing, and there's like a little bit of a tonal effect to it. So yeah, I think it's very beautiful. Okay, let's see. So sort of moving on in sort of the same direction, we have another brocade for you. Let me introduce you to the red dragon print brocade. So I have seen a lot of dragon prints, but they're all Asian dragons. I don't know, for like decades, there's just been Asian dragon brocades, and that's like the only brocade that you can get. And so we finally made Western dragon brocade. So it has the like winged creatures. It has a damask, sort of a, can you see that? It has sort of like a damask pattern on it. And it is, what I think is very important, it is tonal. It's tonal, which means it is fully like one tone, which makes it super usable for a lot of different fabrics. So you can use it instead of a solid fabric, but it has a pattern on it, and you can like really tell more of a story with, yes. So speaking of, House of the Dragon, we not only made it in red, but also in black, because I am team black. I'm definitely team black. So yeah, I'm really happy that Joanne got these, so that yes, you can definitely do Fire Lord Ozai, absolutely. Like I said, tonal is always good, and it is something different from the same Chinese dragon brocade that you've seen on AliExpress. Like, this is very special and very cool, I think. So the black, of course, looks, I think, really nice. And yes, show your loyalty to Team Black. I mean, look at that. That's so nice. It's lovely. You and I, yes, we think very the same. I also am tired of the one that's like always the same Asian dragon too, So yeah. And while we are on the topic of dragons, let me show you our next fabric, because it goes with it. This is the red and black metallic jacquard. So yeah, so this is like Rhaenyra, or I don't know, Luke. I mean, it's very House of the Dragon. It's it's a jacquard that is sort of like, actually, I've seen the like fabrics on the TV show that are made the same way, like this. So this one just has a really nice abstract red and black design that you can cut up in, different directions, and, like really use as just a statement fabric for a gown, a whatever. I mean, just, yeah. So you mix these together, right? Make a whole costume from that. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for these. I love fabrics like these that just sort of like have a cool texture, because you can see the texture on it, and I love being able to sort of like utilize the advances of textile creation and such. So yeah, cool. Dante coat, go for it, do it all. Yes. Brittany, hi Brittany. I will show you the carpet fabric again. I just have to dig in my pile because I've made a pile. Hold on. Yeah, the carpet fabric was the first one that I showed, but it's here. Yeah. Here's the back. And yeah, like we're doing a lot of jacquards in this collection that are all sort of like really it's like the good quality jacquards. It's like the high end jacquards that you would find, you know, in like fashion houses and such, because we definitely like, that's what I like. So yeah. Alrighty. So we have 3 left, but they are all super fun, and I'm really curious what you guys think of this next one. So let me unfold it properly. Like I said, don't have that much room. All right. What do you think of the tarot jacquard? Isn't this wild? Isn't this so freaking cool? Like, this is a statement fabric. And we sort of talked about, like, is the pattern too big? But it was like, it's tarot cards. So it's like you want them to be big enough to be visible, and you want enough detail on them. And we just kind of loved sort of like the effect of just how bold this fabric is. And yes, it's perfect for spooky season. And yes, you can make more than just clothes with it. Make a pillow with it, make table runners with it. I might just hem this and use it as a tablecloth. I don't know. I just love it. It is really nice and drapey too. So it's like a, you know, sort of a between, I would say between lightweight and medium weight. It's very, very soft. There's sort of like this satiny shine finish. So yeah, and because it's woven, so it has like this really luxurious quality to it. I also love the color that, you know, sort of this darker red and this like, you know, champagne gold. So yeah, we're just like, we were really happy that they picked this one. We had a lot of kind of wild, crazy fabrics, and I'm just like, yeah, they picked one. So yes, very magician, sorcery, esoteric, you know. So the inside of a mage cape, yes, absolutely. I mean, just I'd love to see what you guys come up with, you know. So I think it's super nice. Robert asked how many years I've had my fabrics in Joann stores. The first collection was spring 2016. So it has been 8 years. So yeah, I'm just I feel very lucky that we have been able to continue this partnership throughout the years, you know, like through good times, through bad times, through pandemic, you know. And I'm really hoping that we can, like, we have so many cool fabrics in development. We actually are going to have another meeting tomorrow for future fabrics for you know. So it's like, I'm always thinking, like, what can we bring in that, you know, people here have just not seen that often, you know, like what is new and innovative and would allow people to like do like a costume that they've dreamed about for years. Because that's how I think. That's like the type of fabric has always affected what costumes I can make. So all I want to do is just, you know, make it available to as many people as possible. So we have 2 last fabrics to show, but these are fantastic. I saved them for last because I think this just really shows sort of the future of textiles. So we have two-tone brocades now. So it is impossible to see actually how two-tone these are in the video, or really need you guys to go see it in person. But the way this is woven and the threads, the metallics that they were able to weave in, the directions it's woven, that makes it really, really special. And this is the backside also looks really cool. Like it is completely usable on both sides. And so this one is the blue and pink two-tone. I also think the pattern on it is very cool. It is sort of, again, a repeating pattern. It is like, sort of almost looks like a tattoo, sort of like a, you know, alternate take on a damask, like very closely together. So it's really, really nice in person. And yes, it's color shift. It's true color shift. So we actually made a big collection of them. So we actually have a lot more, but we just wanted them to choose any of them, and they chose two. So they chose the blue and pink, and they chose these orange and pink, which I think this one, it looks like a sunset. It's like, it truly is sunset colors in person. On the video, it really, like, you can't even see the vibrancy of the colors. So I certainly encourage you guys to go to a Joann and see it in person. You can kind of see it here. Can you see like just how vibrant it is? So I feel like this is sort of like shows like this whole new category of fabrics and things you can do. And it looks like magic in person. So on, this is like the side with the black. So yeah, I think it's super, super nice. And I just want to see you guys make cool stuff with it. Like I want to see all the D&D robes and stuff. So like, ta-da! And yeah, this is like a nice thicker, like this is the woven jacquard fabric that you can sculpt with. So, oh my gosh. So yes, that was all of them. I have made a huge crazy pile now. I'm just gonna drape it behind me because I think that looks nice. See? So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation, and you know, hopefully this helps you sort of plan ahead on which fabrics you might want to use for costumes. And I definitely really recommend for you to go see them in person, because it's like a live stream on a phone or, you know, a laptop is just, it can't show like how nice they look, and also like in daylight and such. So hi Judy, hi Barry, thanks for being here, guys. So yeah, if you guys have any specific questions, I can hang out for a little bit longer, but I do encourage for you to, you know, sort of like figure out your yardage and go in and just get what you need. Definitely use coupons, you know, think ahead on the coupons. And Allie woke up early in Japan. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, it is very early there. So thank you so much for being here. Yeah, like I think that's one of the best collections we've ever done. As you like, we always have way more than what they actually buy. I think that's very normal. Like we get excited and we like, if we can make one colorway, we're going to make 5, and, you know, hopefully they will pick, you know, something from it. I like that this time a lot of the fabrics really correlate with each other, can be used with each other, sort of in the same tones, you know, whether it's the greens and oil slick rainbows or like the red and blacks. Like I I like being able to go in and just buy accompanying fabrics. And so yeah, like I said, they're rolling out slowly in Joann stores because each store sets on different days and such. And so it could take a few weeks for the entire collection to show up. So if you go in and you only see a few SKUs and not the entire collection, not what you want, like, don't feel like it's sold out yet. Like, ask about it, you know. And I think like they will put it up on the website when that's the thing, is like we don't know exactly when they're going to put it on the website because that's them. So it's like once we deliver the fabrics and all the info and pictures that they need for the website and for the stores, then it's out of our hands. First weekend in October, I think that's definitely a good way to, you know, that seems like reasonable. I think if you're really gunning for a specific fabric, you could call your Joann store and just ask if the cosplay section has set yet. And yeah, so let's see. I'm looking at some questions now. What fabric that you haven't gotten a chance to make that you'd love to do more, Ivy? Or actually, let me answer Dui's question for you. If you make a historical fashion gown, which of these fabrics would you pick? I want to do something with the color shifts, just, you know, for sort of the wow factor. And then, I don't know, I was really surprised at how nice that green scale jacquard looks. Like, I kind of am really shocked by it. Like, I kind of just want to make something with that because I think it would just be such a nice statement piece. So let's see. There was another question from Ivy that was about like what fabric that I would like to make that I haven't made yet. I have some ideas for themed fabrics. Like, I'd love to venture more into the like mystical aspect with patterning and such. And there are a lot of fabrics that we have presented to Joann that they just haven't picked yet. And we're hoping that they will maybe get picked in the future. Like, I'd like to do more see-through fabrics. I want, you know, like that's what, like, they always come to us for brocades and you know, pleathers, like foils and those types of fabrics. But I would love to do more like mesh and, you know, organza, but printed. They're like new ways to do them. I also always want to do more tonal, like same, like the same color but with a pattern on it, and just like more textures. That's always what I gravitate towards, is textures and colors and such. Let's see, any other questions that I'm seeing? Brian asked if I have some ideas on what I'm gonna make. I certainly do. I feel like some of these, they might inspire, like, I'm actually really inspired to make another original costume. I think it's been a little while since I've done like a full-on original character, and some of these are really inspiring me. Yeah, I kind of also want to just make, like, I want to make another, like a tech suit, like I said, Kaiju number 8, or another superhero, something techy. The last one I did was Lucy from Cyberpunk. I really enjoyed it. I used like 7 or 8 fabrics from the Cosplay Fabrics collection. Just all of them were all cosplay fabrics, because we've come out with so many textures and such over the years that I could just mix and match. And so I think I want to do another project like that. So, like, I think kaiju number 8, that's definitely on my list. So yeah, I really appreciate all you guys being here. Definitely, if you do pick up the fabrics or are making something, please tag me, tag Cosplay Fabrics, so we can see what you're doing. You can also use the hashtag like Cosplay Fabrics or Yaya Han Fabric. You should always tag Joanne because they sometimes feature cosplay. So definitely do that. Leaping Lizard says farewell money. No, I know. But I don't know. I much rather spend money on fabrics than many other things. I always end up spending a lot of money on fabric. I like either done made merch or fabrics. That's what I spend money on. Aside from that, like, I don't know. I don't buy jewelry. I don't buy, fancy things. I think fabric is a good investment because it has never failed me. Having fabrics around for when my creativity strikes has in my entire life never failed me. Like, it's always made it possible for me to make what I want because I've hoarded fabrics in the other room. So, thank you so much. So excited. I'm so glad you've enjoyed them. I think like over the years we've really like developed a standard for the fabrics that we put out. Like, we just like really strive to do the best that we can, to go with the highest quality that we can. And I mean, I think they're worth it. They're definitely competitive with what's out in the market. Like, if you were to go to New York or Paris or Milan to buy fashion fabrics, they would actually be way more expensive than mine. So I think we try to make them, I think the quality speaks for itself. And I think all of you guys know to use the coupons always. I never buy anything without a coupon. So yeah. Melting Mirror says, I want some of these for regular wardrobe items. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it definitely is. Like, I don't make enough clothes. I always I'm like, why don't I make more clothes? I could. So yeah, that should be like a thing. We should just like make more clothing. Yeah, why buy clothes if I can make my own? No, you're right. I do need to like take some time for that. For sure. No, thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. So let's see. I'll be watching the website closely. Yeah, definitely. If I hear of anything, I'll make a post for sure. So I'll keep you guys updated on my end if I can see anything. And Jonathan asked, what's the next cosplay you're working on? Let's see. Besides kaiju number 8, I'm actually, I want to make another Cheryl Gnome from Macross Frontier because I love her, and it's an anniversary, and this is the year where Macross Frontier will actually be like licensed in the US. So it's time for me to do another idol cosplay. So I'll do a Cheryl, and maybe I could incorporate some of these in there. I'm like, thinking now. And I like I said, I also want to make an original costume soon. And I'm sort of like, I'm just hankering for something structured and techie, sort of want to do the futuristic thing again. So, all right. I think we're about at the 1 hour mark. And I think I'm going to sort of wind down the stream so you guys can go and make your plans and plots for the fabrics. And maybe in the next week or so, maybe I'll make a post with like pictures of the fabric so that to give you like another reminder of what you saw today so you can make your plans. So yeah, Hua Cheng, Spider Lily, bring it on, man. Like I'm very excited. And then yeah, Kat is currently saving to get my sewing machine. Good luck. Good luck. They're nearing getting sold out, but call your dealer. You might be able to still find one. Yeah, call your local Joanne. You know, either make a trip or call your local Joanne like in a week or so. I'm like also can't wait for them to arrive. But most of all, I can't wait to see what you guys make with them. So thanks so much. Much appreciated. Yeah, like I'll see you guys around at another convention, online. You know, just yeah. Until the next time, and just know that I can only do this because of you guys, because you buy the fabrics, they allow me to make more. So hopefully these will do really well and sell really well so that we can bring more crazy fabrics to them. So thank you, Dorsey. Thank you, Dan. Take care, guys. See you.